It's a operations company because that Surf Excel right from the production facility to the northeast corner of the India, reaching at the same price at which you will get it in Delhi, right? So it's more like an operations company. So
what about students who are not studying operations or others and they're studying other specializations? How important do you think it is for them to have an understanding of operations and why? Welcome to DoMS. DoMS, the Department of Management Studies at NALSAR University, has various clubs and cells. It is these clubs and cells that play a crucial role in developing level 5 leaders with professional will and personal humility. Today, we hope to explore that aspect of college life that exists beyond the classrooms. Now, all successful businesses have a smoothly functioning operations department, and every MBA college that hopes to create industry ready members teaches its students effective operations management. Yet, it is not those people who follow manuals, but those who innovate within the operations department that truly transform businesses. It is this innovative mindset that Operations Mania, the operations club on campus, hopes to inculcate within the students. Today, we have with us the President Paras and the Assistant Secretary Adya to take us through the operations behind the Operations Club in campus. Welcome, Paras and Adya. Thank you so much for your time here.
Thank you
today.
for
Thank you
calling
so
us.
much.
So, to begin with, what exactly is operations as a subject?
Operations as a subject, I would like to take it a bit back as well, right? So operations is not just as a subject or as a specialization, but what is operations? We need to understand that. So if I say this, I would give an example of DMart. So most of you would not know, but DMart has operations at such a level that their inventory for dal and lentils and the sugar, it's replenished every 2 hours. So if you see the operations that DMart works on, it's very much sector agnostic, right?
Yes.
So if I give you the example of HUL, so we say it's an FMCG company, but most importantly, what I see it as an operations guy would be it's a operations company because that Surf Excel right from the production facility to the northeast corner of the India, reaching at the same price at which you will get it in Delhi, right?
Yes.
So it's more like an operations company. So operations is sector agnostic, department agnostic. So operations, if I put it in mild terms, it would be four pronged. One is cutting the costs, right? Increasing the efficiency. Third would be increasing the quality, maintaining the quality. And fourth would be to bring down the cost as well as the time, right? And to understand all four of this, we need to have the strategic planning first and then to the sublime execution, right from the planning stage to the execution. That's what operation is.
So the next question then follows: what are some of the events that the Operations Club has conducted on campus?
So recently, we organized a national level case study competition where top B schools from all India, over India participated, and IIT Kharagpur, VJSOM, stood as the winner of that event. And we also organized Friscal in the last winnow, that is the part of NALSAR, and that was a successful event. All the top B school participated there. We also organized various seminars and interaction session for the students so that they get to know how a real industry works. Apart from this, we also organize industry visit. We are in the line of planning industry visits so that it just student gets to know how actual thing happens in industry, like how they can streamline the process, how they can save costs. That's it.
Now, in just few minutes, you've made operations sound like such a fascinating subject. But what exactly about it drew you towards it? What was it that made it so something that you were passionate about?
Okay, so operations is all about planning to execution. So you plan things and you get to know how to execute them in the real life. That's what inclined me towards it. Moreover, when you solve the problems in the real world, it just gave you a satisfaction that whatever I am learning is actually possible in the real world. You can save cost, you can maximize the profit, and you can do wonders for any company, which is like you are truly contributing to the, you are a part of that.
Yes.
So that inclined me and pushed me towards operations.
So adding on to what Adya said, right? So what operations is very much bigger. What operations is not is also much bigger, right?
Yes.
So what operations is everything under the sun. What operation is not is failing to plan and failing to execute.
So we know how important operations seems, especially from the conversation we've been having.
Exactly.
But what about students who are not studying operations or others, and they're studying other specializations? How important do you think it is for them to have an understanding of operations, and why?
So, being from the engineering background, I'll again give an example for this.
Sure.
So, other operations, other specializations, we talk about the most famous one, that finance, right? So, we see banks, right? So, there's a thought process how banks are designed, right? There is a queuing theory of operations which is involved there, right? So, that becomes the FinOps. You have how much time a service will be given by one desk, one person. There's a time, just like this one example, you have the airports where you will see the operations as good as it can get, right? The amount of people that they need to cater to, right?
Yes.
How much uh, queue should be there, right? So if you go, recently I was there on the IJ Airport, Delhi. So you would see the approximate waiting time on each gate. So that's calculation done through the operations theory, right?
Yes.
Queuing theory. So this is what operations is.
Now, it looks like being a part of a club while having the academic load is not like balancing the two is not an easy job. How were you able to maintain both at the same time? And how do you think being a part of that club added to a holistic educational experience?
Do you want to take it first?
Yeah.
Being in the first year?
Yeah. So MBAs are all about managing all different things at the same time, because it's not only about academics. It's about the holistic development which comes from like part of everything you can. And being the part of this cell, I learned several qualities which I really lacked, like leadership skills, how to organize an event, how to take that charge in charge of that position, responsibility, and everything which will be a part of my life in future and forever. So that's why operations helped me to grow.
So I've been in the first year now. I'm the president of the club. Now I'm heading the club. So it does take a toll. I'm not going to put it in a flowery sentence, but it does take a toll. But it's more about the prioritization. So there has to be management first. Before that, there has to be mismanagement that you need to manage, right? So we mismanaged on different fronts, learned from the mistakes from others and us, and then there's a streamlined thought process on making the priority list, right? So what we do is, being from the operations club, our main motto is to be accurate, right? Reducing the cost, taking less time, more perfect delivery efficiency, right? So for us, this whole ambit of operations club was a great learning experience. I can say it for everyone. For other clubs, it might be a different saga altogether, but there are learning clubs for them as well. For us, it was more about time targeted delivery. We used to plan it we used to have a fixed final date, and we planned it backwards. So if something used to creep up surprisingly in the middle, we tried to maneuver around it. If not, we had to set the priorities.
Thank you so much for your time today, Paras and Adya. I'm sure we can all see today that the Operations Club is bringing operations in real time into the lives of students here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Sanjana.
inviting us.
Thank you for inviting us.